So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started. It'll be a throw-in. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Odegaard. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Mbappe is flagged offside. Now it's Mbappe, and it's McAllister, and he's worked it through. He's in a good position here. Decent shot! It's hit the upright. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Early ball out from the back, and Dijk makes the interception. Spread out to the left.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
A seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. Llorente. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Van Dijk. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Odegaard aims beyond the defence. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Odegaard. Saka. And they've got a throw. And he goes cross-field. And it's Odegaard. Oh, that was vital. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Costa.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Knocks it into space. He has found the way through. And he's cut it out. And he shoots! Odegaard. He's looking wide. Now it's Saka. He's found the way through. That is lovely. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Serginho. Tries to play it through. Chance! And he's there to clear it.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Saka. Serginho. McAllister. And here's Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gets into some space. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Llorente. Oh, that's well done. Really robust. Quality ball. And it's Darder. Llorente.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Now it's Morishi. Now it's Darder. Chance! And there is the half-time whistle. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And the second half gets underway. So neither side has yet broken through. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's a pretty loose pass.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's beaten the... There's the shot! There's it all! The breakthrough arrives at last! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
El dorsal 5.
Madrid have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
Saka. Great vision. Now it's Mbappe. And he's been shifted off it. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Saka. He is through here. And it's can he finish? Oh, that was brilliantly defended. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mbappe, and a chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's going for goal! Now he's off and running.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Played out towards the right wing. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
And it's Serginho. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now that looks a decent ball. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
That's beautifully weighted. And he's picked it up out wide. Mallorca can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Odegaard, he's had a shot! And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
El dorsal 9.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Played out to the left flank. Cross into the ball. Up he goes! That's a decent clearance. Odegaard. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Dardare. Engages and forces him off the ball. Saka goes steaming forward. Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe. That has been slung wide. Oh, they can break here. And that pass just didn't quite work.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Costa. Saka. Mbappe. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Mateo Morey. Madrid have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Goes for a shot! Odegaard. He's had it taken off him. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Saka. And he's got the beating of his man. He's one-on-one and the shot! And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Cambio de jugadores.
So here comes the substitution.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Here's the return pass. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mallorca making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
And that will be the final act. Madrid can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactics. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. So they meet again, these sides resuming hostilities at the start of the second half of the season. It's an inviting looking ball, that. McAllister, and it's slung out wide. Now it's Berenguer. Berenguer stood his ground strongly. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Aymeric Laporte. He's a centre-back who's one of the best in the business when it comes to playing out from defence. He can spark quick counter-attacks or put his foot on the ball and retain it when a breather is needed. He's a very solid defender too. And opposition forwards, they're not going to get much change out of this guy.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And it's Llorente. He's looking wide. Now it's Guruzeta. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Berenguer. That's a good run he's making there.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up.
Chance for a shot! It's there! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Berenguer. Now it's Berenguer. Cute ball, now how can he reach it? Guruzeta was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Nicely shaped ball. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Guruzeta. Yuri. Bastoni cuts out the pass.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Robert Navarro. Bilbao deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. And he plays one through. Saka has it in a wide position. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Robert Navarro. Llorente. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That has ended up in no man's land. Yuri. Can he get on the end of this? Great ball if he can get there. Oh, well played, well played. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Little pass back, and it's Bershish. Yuri made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. McAllister. Now Van Dijk. Saka. And here's Mbappe. Danny Vivian, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ødegaard. And here's Mbappe, looking for the run, and he's in on goal.
Well,
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's a sharp pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a key interception. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Ødegaard. And it's McAllister. Here's Llorente. And here's Mbappe. Over to the left. Played back in. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Now it's Ødegaard. Llorente. And now they can spring out of defence. Guruzeta is firing after that one. And it's Ødegaard. Now, can they get him away? And he's heaved it away. Llorente. He's gone for goal! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Guruzeta looking to add to his goal. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Bastoni. Good ball, good take. He is just caressing the ball. And he shoots! Really well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that has been knocked clear. And it's Ruiz de Galarreta. He shifted it to the flank. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Laporte. Sunset. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Llorente. That's a cute ball. This looks promising. Danny Vivian. Ruiz de Galarreta has assisted more league goals than anyone else this season. Saka, looking to play him in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's there to retrieve it. Llorente. McAllister. Sunset. Bilbao finding their passes. Bastoni. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, super find. They're urging him to shoot. Big chance! And he hits the net. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Bilbao have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Opts for safety.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Madrid preparing now to welcome the final whistle. Van Dijk. Bastoni. And it's McAllister. Now Ødegaard. Guardiola. And it's Ødegaard. Here's Llorente. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Jauregui really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Bilbao looking to pass their way through.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
3 minutos de descuento.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now it's Mbappe. Spread it left. Saka. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Corner number 2 then. Ødegaard plays it short. Great ball, and he's in here. That's really well manoeuvred. And the referee brings it to a close. Madrid have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So bring it on.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
And already we're underway here. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. This familiar tale ready to be retold. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, someone whose career I've watched with real interest, Peter, is Odegaard. Having seen him break through at such a young age and having so much pressure thrust on him, I really think that the time he spent outside Norway has done him a lot of good. And look how much he's developed.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Odegaard has got himself a free kick. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Driving on and making good progress. And here's Mbappe. Good pressure, determined, intense. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Over to the left. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Fran Perez. No outsmarting him this time. Now it's Mbappe. That's a good ball out wide. It's a really well-measured ball. Vallecas, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And it's claimed by the keeper. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Perez. Saka. Now it's Mbappe. And he's let fly. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Aims beyond the defence. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Goes for goal! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Fran Perez.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's a nicely shaped ball. Perez receives it in a wide position. Odegaard. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. And it's McAllister. Tries to pass it through, and it's Odegaard. Lejeune. Saka. Here's Llorente. Half-time getting close now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now Mbappe. Bastoni. Llorente. Now there's a fine ball. Played into the box. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. And here's Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Saka! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's McAllister. Lejeune. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Fran Perez. Turns back here, probably the best option. Saka did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Odegaard, and here's Mbappe. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Opts for safety. Nicely weighted ball. Can he finish? It's in! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Madrid have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Done delicately. That's beautifully weighted. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Looking for the run. That ball looks a good one. The message is clear, none shall pass. Played into space. He's through here. Chooses to deal with it himself. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Good read, needed to be.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Foot in. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in. Oh, well measured. Can he finish? It's a loose ball. Oh, good ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Time for a change in personnel.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, he has to become a target. They've been too slow to recognise his influence.
And here's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Looking for a runner.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, there's the clearance. Oh, this is a great position. Tries a shot! Sticks it away! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. He forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. 2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Oh, good, great chance!
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
McAllister. It's Saka. Can he get it through? Well read, nice interception. Lejeune. Played out to the left flank. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Crosses it in. Van Dijk is there, and he can get that. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Madrid are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency. A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. Threads one in. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That'll be a throw. Opts for safety. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Peter, Marcus Llorente, has had a huge effect by just moving position, moving a little further forward. Who would have imagined he could be so creative and such a prolific goal scorer too? Expect to see him make a lot of those powerful surges up the pitch.
And at times he'll drop in as a number 10 in that supporting striker's position.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Played in deep. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely shaped ball. That is ended up in no man's land.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Defending of the desperate variety. Llorente. Great vision. And the through ball. Mbappe gets chance for a shot! It's there! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Well, nicely intercepted. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Under an awful lot of pressure. Played back into the centre. Pacheco. He's looking wide. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Ødegaard gets a foot in here. And he's cut it out. Llorente. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to pass it through. Tony Martinez!
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
It's played through for him. He's onside! Goes for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
It's made its way to him. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Bastoni gets rid without sophistication. Pacheco. Johnny. Turns back here, probably the best option. And Pacheco, spread it left. Gets a good foot in there. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. It's a promising position. Deep cross. Donnarumma claims it. Safe hands. Saka. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Saka. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he's there to belt it away. Johnny. Llorente, who's set up one goal so far. Llorente. And now the breakaway. Serginho. Llorente. And it's McAllister. Nicely weighted ball. Chance! And he hits the net! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of...
And the whistle goes for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Madrid in control at half-time, 2-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Oh, good spread. Serginho wins the duel this time. Now it's Mbappe. McAllister. It's a searching pass. Shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Ødegaard plays it short. Great chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, good-looking ball. Serginho producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Mbappe, can he get it through? Now it's Llorente. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's quick to snatch it back. Out to the right. McAllister. This looks promising. Real chance! He's missed, but not by that far. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Madrid are 2 up early in the second half. Ødegaard has well to stand firm and defend it. Saka. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. There will be a throw-in. McAllister. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tony Martinez. Pressure coming in from all directions. It's an early cross. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now he's got space here, and that pass isn't the best. Johnny, lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he's picked it up out wide. Saka. Saka going full steam ahead down the left flank. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pacheco. Can he get on the end of this? And that's a throw-in. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Looking for options for movement. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. They've played it short. Tony Martinez receives it in a good position here. Ødegaard. Oh, that's a key interception. There's a sharp little ball here. That's a nicely shaped ball. Can he finish? Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Mbappe clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3 up.
Madrid can consider themselves just about safe now. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. And he's managed to get free. And that has been cleared. That's gone for a throw-in. Gives it back. Ødegaard. Now that's well seen too. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Tony Martinez! And he's quick to get it clear again. Just eases him off the ball. Searching pass he's played there. No luck with that dink over the top. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. So that's it. It is all over. Madrid can probably lay claim to the title of having... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. It's one of today's standout fixtures between teams who are meeting for the second time this season. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Anthony. Oh, that's a fine interception. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Firpo looking to play him in. Junior Firpo. Passing is crisp and sharp. McAllister gets a foot in here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Van Dijk. McAllister. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Amrabat. Mark Roca. And it's Firpo.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Short changes him with that pass. Saka. That's an imaginative pass. And he cuts out the supply. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball.
Goes for a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Pablo Fornals. Amrabat.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Saka did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Van Dijk. It's Saka. And it's Serginho. Llorente opts for safety. And it's McAllister. And here's Mbappe. This looks promising. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Little pass back. McAllister. Mark Roca. And Firpo aims beyond the defence. Ødegaard does well to get it back. Well, that pass isn't the best. Pablo Fornals. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Anthony. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Firpo. Now, can they get him away? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Saka. Serginho. And he's whipped it across. Oh, that was vital. That has ended up in no man's land. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Mark Roca. Can he get it through? Now it's Pablo Fornals. Chips it through. Chance for a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
McAllister. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Spread it left. Anthony. Pablo Fornals. And it's Hector Bellerin. Great vision. Gets a good foot in there. McAllister. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Here we go again then.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. Pablo Fornals, and it's made its way to him. Ødegaard. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Played into space. Big chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Amrabat. Anthony. McAllister. Ødegaard. And here's Mbappe. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And it's Ødegaard. Amrabat. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Now it's Pablo Fornals. He is through here! Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he can clear it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Anthony. And they're quick to press. Searching pass he's played there. Defending of the desperate variety. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Mbappe. Mark Roca. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
He's in a great position here. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Cambio de jugadores.
That was travelling. Van Dijk. And it's Serginho. Here's Llorente. And that interception was most necessary. Hector Bellerin. Isco. Oh, this is a terrific run. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Llorente powering forward here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Anthony. Passing is crisp and sharp. Amrabat. Pass somewhat off target. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And this is Isco. Looking tidy in possession here. Nice looking ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he's there to retrieve it. That's really well cleared. That'll be a throw-in. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Hector Bellerin. Good ball, good take. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Isco is right up in the top 10 scorers in the league. Knocks it out wide. He's on it, can he get away? It's Isco! Well, there's the clearance. Hector Bellerin got a long way forward to join the attack. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Oh, that's a key interception.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now this could be a chance. And he's... Mbappe! Yes, he's done it! And surely that has won the day! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Madrid take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And it's Isco. Hector Bellerin. Anthony gets into a good position. Could try cutting inside here. Looking for options for movement. It's a promising position. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And that's that. Madrid have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And as you can see, we've already started here. And we all hope that this second meeting between these sides this season will turn out to be a good one. That's a sharp pass. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Vega does well to get it back.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Villarreal looking to pass their way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Just the goal. Tries a shot! He's scored! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So, a breakthrough already. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. It's played through for him. Parejo. Now he's off and running. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Madrid finding their passes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Villarreal deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Gerard Moreno. Buchanan. Real chance! Villarreal have a free kick. He's having a go. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That's a nicely weighted pass. Buchanan. And that's been... takes a shot! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Looking for the run. And the finish! It's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Villarreal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And it's Ødegaard. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's well spotted. Buchanan. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's a sharp little ball here. Looking to play him in. That looks a cracking ball.
Well played and well cleared.
Mbappe. It's Saka. Vega promptly onto that, and that is that. Pedraza. Gerard Moreno chasing after it. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Gerard Moreno. That has ended up in no man's land. Serginho. Serginho. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And he welcomes it in. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Saka. Vega. Buchanan. Now it's Gerard Moreno. Buchanan. And he was quick to react. McAllister. It's Saka. Serginho. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Saka. And he plays one through. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. McAllister. And it's Llorente. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vega. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Pedraza. Now, can they get him away? Ødegaard. McAllister. And it's Ødegaard. Here's Llorente. Now it's Mbappe. McAllister. And it's Ødegaard. And that's gone loose. And it's Llorente. And here's Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. Buchanan. Marin. Parejo. Buchanan takes control of it and he's on the move. Van Dijk. McAllister. And it's McAllister. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
In with the challenge. And here's Mbappe. Ødegaard. And he's managed to get... Ødegaard! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Bastoni. Now it's Ødegaard. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Parejo. Saka, who's set up one goal so far. Marin. Opts for safety. That's a lovely, neat pass. McAllister. And here's Mbappe. Bastoni. And it's been played. He's having a go! Buchanan. He's picked his way through. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, that's a key interception. And that is as far as they're going to go. That's a good ball. Now it's Saka. Mbappe. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Llorente receives it in a good position. Big chance! And it's in! And they get themselves in front! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Perez getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's McAllister. Madrid clearly looking to hold on here right to the end. Shot, surely! Saka with a definite foul there.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20 será reemplazado por el dorsal 6.
Parejo has the fourth most assists in the league this year. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Mbappe is herring after that one. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Well, that is one way to stop him.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Ødegaard.
2 minutos de descuento.
2 minutes to be added on. And he plays one through. Tenas getting this one clear. Parejo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's that, the end. Madrid proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the shot! It's in! And what a start!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Madrid break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. And the pass is intercepted. Ødegaard takes control of it and he's on the move. Now it's Mbappe. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's McAllister. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Saka, McAllister, Ødegaard, knocks it into space, and he shoots! Oh, surely that deserved better.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
He's had it taken off him. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Mbappe. Diego Rico. Mario Martin. Good ball, good take. Tries to play it through. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Terrific header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ødegaard. Here's Llorente. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Ødegaard. Ambitious ball here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Played out wide. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking for options for movement. He's onside! Diego Rico. Foot in. McAllister. Now this could be a chance. Showing good feet. Ødegaard. Oh, the ball's gone astray. He's chosen to go back. Now it's Ødegaard. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Kiko Femenia. Now he's off and running. Diego Rico. Driving forward. And here's Mbappe. McAllister, a probing pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. Diego Rico. No, that's been intercepted. Llorente. And it's Llorente. Played into space. And he's in on goal. And the finish! And he hits the net. cruising.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Martin. He's tried one! He's got away with one there. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Llorente, Saka. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He's gone for the shots. Guardiola clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nicely worked. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe, and the shots! Relentless! Just relentless! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goal.
Header comes in! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Madrid have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him.
And the shot! They've done it! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Serginho. Llorente to McAllister. Saka. Kiko Femenia. And he's gone long.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Nice bit of trickery. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And they win it back again. Saka, nicely weighted ball. Gets a good foot in there. Mario Martin. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Backward it goes. Diego Rico.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Odegaard. There will be a throw-in. Getafe can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mario Martin. Tries from a long way out. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that is out of play. Getafe making consecutive changes here. Borja Mayoral getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Into the last 5 minutes. And that pass just didn't quite work. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Bops him off it and wins back the ball, and it's McAllister. Now he's off and running. Llorente charging forward, and he's had a hit! And that's that. Madrid can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly.